are now the 11th candidate for mayor.
Yes.
Why did you decide to run it, Joe?
Well, I've lived in Oakland for 25 years. I'm not a politician, but I'm very political. I have a background in this. And like a lot of Oaklanders, I have a quiet sense of anger and frustration at the issues facing the city in terms of crime, poor educational system, an impoverished educational system, poverty in general, and lack of business development in the city. And all those things are interrelated, but the one thing that pulls them all together is leadership, an absence of leadership, and I want to offer that leadership at the governmental level. I know that Oakland has a weak mayor system right now, but frankly I think a mayor can be as strong as he or she wants to be. That person can be the person that advances budget priorities, can be in every meeting, should be in front of every presentation that's made on behalf of the city, should be the face of the city. The incumbent right now is not doing that, and the past couple of people we've had have not been good about that, with the exception perhaps of Jerry Brown, I think, in his first term. I want to be that mayor.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Oakland actually has a strong mayor system, but are you saying that the mayor makes it weak even though it's strong?
Well, we theoretically have a strong mayor system, but the mayor shares power with the city council. Look at the government we have right now. The people who are doing the negotiating are really mostly Ignacio de la Fuentes and Jane Bruna. Mayor Dellums attends these meetings, but he's not the dominant force. He doesn't really speak for the city, and he should be, frankly. A mayor is a CEO. A mayor sits on top of a vast bureaucracy. A mayor has a power to implement what the voters have said are the priorities of the city. If you talk to people today in this city, public safety, which is a nice euphemism for violent crime, is the issue. And it's the issue that's an intersection point for all the other issues that face us here as Oaklanders. Business development, education, low property values, which hurts education, all of the things that face the city in terms of the problems that we're facing, rather.
What do you think about the 80 layoffs of officers, by the way?
I think I think the laying off of officers right now is shameful.
Yep.
I understand that the necessity in terms of looking at restructuring of budget priorities, but at a time when we're just starting to turn the corner in terms of diminishing violent crime, it sends a wrong message, frankly, both to Oaklanders and to people who would use criminal enterprise here, to suggest that we're going to have less feet on the street, less police presence. There is a direct relationship between the amount of visible police presence and the willingness of your irrational criminal who sees crime as an enterprise to do business here. Less police presence will equal greater crime. And as evidence of that, in the sleepy little part of Oakland that I live in, only a couple of days ago, a woman was assaulted in Crocker Highlands.
Okay, yeah.
A woman was assaulted outside her house in broad daylight by three young men who took her purse and probably would have done worse if she hadn't screamed that she had a small child there.
Yeah.
This happens all the time. It took her a long time, by the way, to get a police officer there to file a report. What's going to happen when we take 80 police officers away? And the notion that you want to impose another parcel tax to pay for the service we're already supposed to have, which will probably be rejected, means that the city will be facing another 122 layoffs next year, which will take us down into the mid-500s or low 600s in terms of police force. That's 600 cops to cover 409,000 people. San Francisco has double our population, 800,000. They have 2,200 police officers. The ratios are completely out of whack. What you're telling people is, in the end, if you lay cops off, you're not really concerned about violent crime. We need to send a different message.
Joe, we're going to be coming back to you at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
What's your website?
Joe for Mayor, that's joeformayor.com.
And I want to compliment you. It's a very well done website.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.